Is the NFL racist? Well, the left would have you think that after the way the 2025 draft unfolded this past weekend, but they are not telling you the full story.
The 2025 NFL Draft is now officially open.
Shedeur Sanders was expected to be a top 20 NFL draft pick, so it came as a huge shock when he went undrafted until round 5 by the Cleveland Browns.
With the 144th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, Colorado.
The left spared no second to call this racist. Here is ousted New York Representative Jamal Bowman sounding off, claiming the NFL doesn't like Sanders because he, quote, talks like a rapper and that America fears strong black men.
It's the way Shedeur dresses, it's the way he talks, and it's his culture, in my opinion. You see him at the draft last night. He's wearing all black. He got the ill chain on, and he talks like a rapper.
And here's Stephen A. Smith alleging that the NFL executed an effort across all teams to snub Sanders.
Because how in the hell does 32 teams in the National Football League pass on a quarterback that was universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the country entering this draft, and 32 teams passed on him? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times they passed on him. How the hell does that happen?
And he likened it to the NFL firing Colin Kaepernick for speaking out against racial injustice.
Don't talk to me about football. I don't want to hear a damn thing about football. This ain't about football. This is about something else. And I said that even though it's different, I brought up the name Colin Kaepernick.
Remember, Kaepernick's performance towards the end of his career was mediocre at best, and he simply wasn't worth the trouble of keeping around. This hints at what a lot of sports analysts are crediting as the reason why Shedeur Sanders didn't get drafted earlier. It wasn't racism, it was his attitude. Turns out Shedeur Sanders is a diva to work with, according to multiple sources.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over, and I've done it over and over and over, so it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me.
One longtime NFL assistant coach had this to say about Sanders.
It didn't go great, and I had numerous people tell me things like, he made you feel small in the interview. He wants to dictate everything. As one NFL assistant coach, is a guy who's been in the league for a long time, so it's the worst formal interview that he's ever been in. And then talked about some of the other things. He does hold on to the football. He does take the sacks. There's body language things and concerns like that.
But if you're talented enough, the NFL can overlook diva behavior. Here is ESPN analyst Marcus Spears saying the uncomfortable truth about Sanders' talent.
The fact that Shedeur Sanders dropped out of the first round, and people want to create this conversation like it has something to do with his attitude or it has something to do with prime. Yes, that can cause you to drop. But if you got crazy talent, bro, some team would have took him in the first round.
So there you have it. It's not that deep. This decision isn't a coordinated racist effort, especially when you consider the fact that 2 black quarterbacks were picked before Sanders this year. Also, the top NFL draft picks for the past 3 years were, you guessed it, black quarterbacks. Rather, Sanders' alleged me-first attitude might have had the NFL execs worried he won't fare well under pressure. It's true, there is no I in team, but there certainly is one in 144th draft pick, Shedeur Sanders.
Thank you. Legendary.
Subscribe to get the news the legacy media won't tell you and only the Daily Signal can bring to you.